Start your week with a triple shot of good vibes. This is the Project Joy podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Thanks for joining me. Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I'm super excited to be here with you for another episode of Project Joy Live. I am super pumped to be here this morning. I had about a week off of, a lot of you guys know I was doing a bunch of lives on my TikTok platform and, really just kind of everywhere at the moment. Like I'm part of the Java Delight team on Tuesday mornings, and then I have Project Joy Monday mornings and the Breakthrough Fridays, and then I'm doing TikTok lives and all this stuff. And so I have literally been everywhere. And I took about a week from last Monday when I was on to just take a little bit of time to kind of rework my schedule a little bit and determine, what I want to do, when I want to do it. And that's part of the beauty of being an entrepreneur, right? You can determine what you want to do and when you want to do it and who with and all of that. And so it just was nice to have a little bit of time to just kind of have a week. And of course, I'm coming back to like a super busy week over here. So I'm pumped about that. I want to say good morning to all of my friends that are joining me on some of our different social platforms. So Delight's Digital Cafe, which is Brandon Croucher, aka Care Bear Brandon, is saying he is first. He is so excited, and he just can't hide it. Yes. Are you with me this morning? But it's finally Monday, and he gets to see me, Jessica Dugas, here on Project Joy. And then Brian comes in and he says, wait a minute, Brandon, wait a minute. Actually, sir, I was first. Sorry. And then he didn't see any comments, and Brian didn't see any likes. So I don't know who I should get this award to. You were number one. I got that first comment in. Together, we make a joyful morning with the Dugases. I will agree with that. Jason Lansing is here this morning. Good morning, Jason. Good to see you. That's a fact, Jack, Brian says. Sherry McQueen, good morning, my friend. Happy Monday. Your eyes, makeup girl, all of you is on fleek. No clue what this means or if I'm even using in the correct way, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. So listen, I got to do my quick shout out for that this morning because, so I have made it a point in recent months to purchase from different products from some of the different small businesses on TikTok. And now I'm not going crazy and buying from people just because they're on TikTok, just because I want to support them, but things that I want, need, use, all of that. And so I have purchased from a few different people over the last couple of months, and everybody that knows me knows that I love some lashes. Okay. I used to pre-pandemic go and get my lashes done often. I never got the extensions because that was a little too much commitment for me to have to go and get them filled in all the time. But it's kind of like with the nail thing too. Like my nails are always horrendous because I don't like the commitment of it, the keep up of it. But anyway, so I wanted to, I used to go get them done every week. And not just because I like them, but because, hello, they look fabulous on camera. It makes you look like you have very feminine eyes on camera. And so I became a little bit lash obsessed, and I was trying some different lashes, and I was trying a magnetic lash in recent months that I really enjoyed. However, I started having issues with the liner that came with them. And I wasn't sure if it was that, but when you use something after a while, it probably may not, not so much, that it's that's the problem. So I decided, like, I was so sad because I wanted them to work, but they were bothering my eyes. And I said, well, I want to try some more. And there was a girl that came on TikTok. She was on live and doing her makeup. And I'm like, oh my God, your lashes are fabulous. And she was like, they're mine. And I said, what do you mean they're yours? Like, they're your actual lashes? She said, no, that's my company. So she has these lashes. Their company is called Brains Beauty and More LLC. What better name is there than that? Brains Beauty and More LLC. And so I had been procrastinating for a little while, and finally got my hands on some of their lashes. And let me just tell you, they're fabulous. They're fabulous. Okay. So let me just point, first of all, look at the box. Look at the box they come in. Hello, glitter. For those of you on podcast form, I don't know what to tell you. Come find the video because you're missing out. And their packaging is fabulous. It's all glittery. And these particular lashes that I have on today are called Bonita because, yes, they are. Okay. They're fabulous. These are the biggest ones I got, and they're big. Okay. Because go big or go home. And I have another pair called Classy. I wore these actually already. These are actually the smallest ones that I got. And I have another pair called Caliente, but I buried them under the rest of my makeup. So anyway, my point is this morning, lashes are bringing Jessica joy, and clearly they're bringing other people joy as well. So thank you. You're welcome. Brandon also looks great this morning. His new mascara is amazing, Brian says. Billy Rice is in the comments. Hey, Billy. He is my TikTok nephew, you guys. By the way, this morning I come on TikTok live this morning. And all these people are trying to adopt me or get me to adopt them as their TikTok mom. And I don't know if this is a thing right now, but I said, listen, I have 6 actual children in my house that are naturally very jealous children. I don't think it's going to work out. I just don't think it's going to work out. I'm sad that it's supposed to rain all day there in Ohio, Billy Rice. That makes me sad. I wish it was sunny for you, but we do need the rain, right? It's supposed to rain and feed the plants and the grass and all of that. And that's what makes everything green and beautiful. So we're thankful for that too. Christy Elise is here this morning from Florida. Good morning, Christy, my friend from over on TikTok, but now my friend IRL, as the kids say. Good morning, Stovetop Yum Yum is here. That is Maritza. Happy Monday. Brand, I'm wow. We have some actual amazing things going on in the comment. Chad, the Chad is here. The Chad is great. Chad is late, but big fabulous lashes bring Chad joy too. And I am so thankful for that. We can't wait. Stovetop, are you on Java Delight today? Maritza, are you on Java Delight today? That is my question. Are you back today? The people need to know. Jessica Trusky is here. She just joined. She's loving her book. She was one of my book winners from the contest that I had. And she is loving the book. I actually, out of everybody in the comments of Project Joy today, Jessica Trusky has known me the longest. Jessica and I were besties back in middle school days, elementary school days, back in the day, as they say. We lived near each other in the neighborhood. We hung out all the time. So if y'all have any questions about how Jessica used to be, please feel free to reach out to Jessica, and I'm sure she'll give you the dirt. I'm not calling you mom. I don't want to get grabbed in your tornado. I love it. Okay, so story behind that. Twice now, you guys, I have been live on TikTok while there was been a tornado warning. So the people on TikTok get this firsthand look at me shoving all of my kids together in the tub because that is our safe room in the house, is my bathroom, which my husband and I have the downstairs bedroom. And so we have the bedroom and then the bathroom across the hall. And that is our safe room. It's the room in the very center of the house with no windows, blah, blah, blah. I shove all the kids in there. So Jester is basically saying he does not want to get crammed in the tub. So I wouldn't either. I stand outside ready to be whipped up by the tornado at any moment. Good morning, Christy. Stovetop Yum Yum Maritza is on Java Delight this morning. So when my show is over, you guys have 1 hour to get your breakfast, to do what you need to do, to get your beverage, and then come back and find Java Delight on YouTube, on Facebook, all those places. Brandon Croucher, Gavin Kerr, Maritza's going to be on today. I believe Brett Gordon is going to be on today as well because it's Monday. So you guys make sure you check that out. You have a little bit of time to go do that. After my show, you have an hour. Get yourself together and come back for some Java Delight. You're going to love that show as well. It's going to be great to see you back on the screen today, Maritza. She was off last week because it was her hubby's 50th birthday. That is so fun. So we're going to do a little happy birthday to you. I don't remember what his name is, but we're going to keep going. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. There you go. So that's for his birthday. I hope he had an amazing time. And y'all were at Disney. That's so fun. That's so fun. Good morning, Lynn. Good to see you this morning. John, now it's too late. Now the song is over, Maritza. The song is over. Yes, Java Delight is the name of the show. So make sure you guys go check that out. CK Ford is here. You guys, CK was my guest on the Breakthrough Show last Friday. Make sure that you go check that out. It was a fantastic show. And her book should be live at any time now and ready for purchase. So be looking for on our social media. Look for the Breakthrough Show Network on Facebook, the Breakthrough Show on Instagram, and we will for sure have information on there about her book when it's out. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, it's Arch. I thought that was you, but I wasn't really sure. And so I didn't want to guess, though I did recognize the last name. So good morning, Arch. Good to see you. Yes, we're gonna have such a good time this morning. And talk with you. So I want to remind you while I have you on here that you can go to projectjoypodcast.com and you can click the join live button to share with me a moment of joy, a moment of gratitude, a moment of appreciation live on air with me here on the show. Just go to projectjoypodcast.com and click the join live button and you can come on StreamYard and join me live to share that moment here. I'm trying to find my buttons here, you guys, and I am all over the place. And as Cheryl says, she will let me know first when that book is ready for you guys to go check out. So make sure you do that. Chad Jester Collins says, it's an Arby's Jamocha shake morning today. I do not partake in that. However, I'm probably going to have a shake today because I'm a little bit wired and I don't think I need any more food to fuel me, to be honest with you. So anyway, so next segment, you guys, I want to see all of you guys that are in the comments right now. I want to see you on this screen. I want you to come on here. I want to have a big morning this morning, and I want to share so many things that are bringing everybody joy. Go right now to projectjoypodcast.com. Click that join live button and join me live on air for next segment to share a moment of joy or gratitude live on air with me. So we're going to take a quick break and we will be back in just a minute for more of Project Joy Live. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Again, I am super excited to be here with you today. Super trying to figure out what in the world is going on with my screen today, you guys. Anyway, don't forget you can go to projectjoypodcast.com and click that join live button to join me live on air for this segment to share a moment of joy or gratitude. Listen, you guys, we've had people come on with onesies. We've had people come on in their pajamas. We've had people come on with bedhead. It doesn't matter what you look like, friends. And you can also just turn your camera off, but we don't like that either. We want you to be real and raw this Monday morning and come on and share a moment of joy or gratitude with us here today. So I'm super pumped, as I said, to be here this morning. I had a more down week than normal, a lot less things going on my schedule. And it was nice to kind of just relax a little bit and get myself together, because sometimes we just need that time to regroup, figure out what we want to do, rework our schedule, and fill our cup again, because that's such an important part of, if we are passionate about spreading joy in the world, then we need to make sure that we are experiencing joy ourselves. And we know also that joy is such a reciprocal thing, because as we are spreading joy, we are also spreading joy to other people. And then that comes back to us. I want to say hi to Justin. Good morning. Miss you on the TikToks, the Tiki Talks. I am back on TikTok today. Super excited to be back. Took a little bit of about a week off. I was last live last Monday, and back today for sure. Listen, Jester wants you all to know that his milkshake brings the boys to the yard, and I'm glad to hear that. Judith Finneran is out there in the audience. It is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day, you guys. Wherever you are, even if it's raining, like Billy talked about in Ohio, even if it's raining, that's okay, because there's joy in that too, because it feeds everything, so it's green and beautiful. And it makes the world better, right? It makes the world better. Stovetop, yum yum. Maritza, thank you so much. We had a whole first segment about my lashes. Again, I will plug them really quickly. Brains Beauty and More LLC. They are a TikTok small business, and I love and appreciate them so much. So this week, as I said, it gave me a lot of time to contemplate some things, and that can be good and it can be scary, because as we are looking into the future is unknown. Even as we talk about, for example, with psychics that are reading the future, they're not actually reading the things that are happening. It's more a reading of the energy. It's reading the possibilities of what's there. At the end of the day, we all still have choice and all of that to play into everything. And it's one of those things where when we're thinking about all of that, it can be a very bittersweet sort of feeling. And so I'm in the shower this last week, and I have a whole epiphany. Okay. I have this whole, and it wasn't just an idea that popped into my head. So I am infamous for ideas popping in my head. I have all ideas all the time. But sometimes there's not necessarily joy in that, because what happens is I don't get started, or I don't do anything with the ideas. The idea comes to me. I don't know how I'm going to pull it off. I don't know what that's going to look like. And it just, it's out of sight, out of mind. And it was a great idea. And that was that. But this was the other day. I'm in the shower and I have this whole idea, and every detail of this idea is coming into my head. Every single detail is coming into my head of this whole thing that now must come to light, and I have 6 months to do it. So I have this whole plan of what I want to do, and all of that going on in my head. And as I'm thinking about it, I feel like this thing that I want to orchestrate, and I'm trying not to give you guys too much, because I don't want to, it's not ready to be put out there yet. Okay. So I feel like this thing is going to signify the ending of something. And a lot of times when we start thinking about the end of something, it can suck that feeling of joy right out of us. Endings can be good. Yes, we might think the end of a toxic relationship. We might think the end of a job that we didn't like, but in the end, it's all an ending feeling. It's a grief feeling. It's something we need to work through, even if it's something that's good. And for those of us who may like what we're doing, we like a person, we like our job, we like whatever it is that we're talking about, that going to the next thing, that ending of that thing can feel very ominous. It can feel like, well, I don't want it to end because it's good. And this kind of ties in a little bit, Miss CK Ford, if you're still here in the audience, ties in a little bit to a beautiful conversation that we had in my Patreon community, which if you guys definitely highly recommend that you go to patreon.com/the breakthrough show and get into our Patreon so that you can join us for our Saturday morning coffee chats. So we were talking about, are you the gift? What if you were the answer to something? So how we got into this conversation is we were talking about, how a lot of people will say, well, I'm going to manifest that, or I'm going to pray for that, or and all of that is great. But a lot of times what happens is we sit and we wait for things to happen for us. We wait for things to happen to us. And the question that I put out there is, what if you are the answer? What if you are the gift? What if you are the thing that is designed to get to create the response to whatever the question is? And it's something that is such an important question, because we sit sometimes and we wait for things to just be answered for us when we could very well be the answer. And so it ties into all of this, because it can be scary as we're looking forward, because we're not really sure, what direction are we going, what is coming next. But when we can just think about, what if we're just supposed to move forward? What if we're just supposed to go to what's next? And there's so much joy in that what's next kind of feeling, that even if we're not sure of what the outcome is going to be, it's that joy of the next step that's there. So as I'm thinking about this, I'm in the shower, all of these ideas are coming to me, and it feels really good, but it also feels like it's meant to be the end of something. And as I'm processing all of this, I said, no, wait, it doesn't have to be the complete end to it. It could just mean that it's the end to things as we know it, and that something bigger, something better is on the other side of that. It's really, really a beautiful feeling to sit into that spot. Jester said, I definitely believe I have a higher purpose. I just wish I had the owner's manual. Well, don't we all? And kind of we do. I mean, I think as humans, we want to know, like, what's coming next? What is our purpose? What's the big thing that's coming on? And when we don't know the answer to that, we get uncomfortable. And what if we could just lean into, there's just something, I'm meant for something else. I'm meant for something else. I shared a very vulnerable thought for me on our Saturday morning coffee chat, that was that I typically, when relationships would end, I would automatically go to that space of, what did I do wrong? What could I have done differently? What did I do, kind of thing, And when the truth is, especially in recent years, in recent months, even more specifically, when things end, now I say, now it's time for me to move on. to the next thing. And so instead of being that in that space of this is over, this is ending, this is it, it's like, now what is my next thing that it's preparing me for something. Now it's time for me to do something else. And it's definitely like a conscious thought that needs to happen. I think for some of us, are we want to help. We want to, those nostalgic relationships are really important to us. And we think, you know, if it ends, that can't be a good thing. And so we naturally think that, and then what we need to do is say, okay, this served its purpose. I did my time here, and now it's time to move on to the next thing, something bigger and better. I saw a couple people pop in, you guys, in the background. Please feel free to come back. They came in and came out. I would love to have you come on. Just finishing my thoughts here as well. Jess said, I wish I could find my purpose a little faster. So grateful today to be alive. And, you know, sometimes I really think that our purpose in the moment might be to simply enjoy the moment, to learn to have that, like you said, gratitude for this moment, gratitude for being alive. And there might not actually be something for us to do in the moment. And I know that that's hard for some of us. I have a friend of mine who every time we talk, we always end up connecting while she's in the proverbial waiting room. Okay. While she's like waiting for something to happen, she's in between things. And, she's always like, I swear this is like part of my journey to learn and all of that. And I'm like, well, you know, you've been in the waiting room for every time I've talked to you. So perhaps it's just supposed to teach you to chill and wait a minute and take a deep breath and appreciate and enjoy. And it's hard for some of us who just want to do all the things all the time. Brian was saying higher purposes are not all they're cracked up to be. I would love for you to elaborate on that, Brian Tracy. I would love for you to pop on the show if you're not driving, or just elaborate in the comments as well. I think Judith is in the back in the back room right now, in the green room, as we say. Judith, if you are here and ready, when you guys come on into the green room, if you'll use the private chat and just say that you're ready to come on, then I'll know you're ready to come on, because I don't see your video right now. But if you want to come on without video, that's fine as well. So just let me know in the private chat if you are ready. There should be a private chat button over to your right. Just let me know that you're ready to come on. Maritza agrees with me, and I appreciate that. Because I think a lot of times we always feel like we have something to do. Okay, Judith is here. Okay, so we're gonna bring Judith on. But yeah, I think we always feel like we need to have something to do, and then when we don't, we're uncomfortable. But maybe that waiting room is where the joy needs to be found. Judith is here this morning, everybody. Judith Finneran, say hello. Good morning.
I can't hear.
Well, you can't hear me? Judith can't hear. That's sad. I'm talking to a black box. Hello, black box. How are you this morning? Brian saying it's a very long story. Well, I'm here for it, Brian Tracy. Judith was here, but there she is. She's back. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Judith? Judy, are you there? Jude? Hey, Jude. Can you hear me? She can't hear me, you guys. Let me tell her. Hi. Call me.
I can't for some reason hear. It's so funny.
This is fantastic. This is fantastic. I can't tell her that. Let me show it on the screen and maybe she'll see it. She can't hear me at all. I can hear her. We can hear her, but she can't hear me. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take Judith off the screen for just a few minutes and we'll see if she can connect here in a few minutes. The waiting room can sometimes be what I call the dark hallway of transition. And see, it doesn't like, it can be dark. It can be scary. It can be confusing. We can really struggle to find the joy in that future, that moving forward movement. Judith, can you hear me now? You can hear. Okay. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
That was funny though. That was a riot. Oh my God. You're in the camper today. Yes.
I am. We're in East Tawas, Michigan, which is a little bit above the thumb to the west. You know, if you do the mitten thing for Michigan. Yeah. We're like, let's see, right here.
Judith is there.
Yeah. We're at the top of the thumb, and now we're across Lake Huron at my cabin, actually, where the guy just arrived who's turning on our water.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing then. Water is good.
Because we have a old well. Even though I can connect to the sewer, I haven't done that yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, water, it's one of those things. Water is one of those things we take for granted. And then when we don't have it, we think, oh, well, that was good when we had that.
Isn't that the truth? We take so much for granted. Yesterday, the electricity went out in this whole town. What?
We're talking about the mitten.
I get it. Like, what?
Oh, J-Ro knows where that is. He said he grew up basically across the lake from there. So that's awesome.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Very good.
But the electricity was out all day in East Tawas because I guess an animal unfortunately got in the main transformer. So, you know, speaking of taking things for granted, people were just having a fit because the power was out like 12 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be, I think we're humanity right now is all about the instant gratification. And as soon as, you know, we're so used to having things a certain way that when it goes out, you know, we don't have it. And I have to laugh at how frustrated we get, for example, over the internet, because I think you and I can both remember that it wasn't that long ago. We didn't have it at all.
That's right. Isn't that the truth? There were the old-fashioned dial telephones and black and white TV back in my day.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We had the little TV. My grandparents had a TV and we didn't have a remote for it. So, you know, you had to get up and change the channel and it would be this big click.
I remember those days.
Yes, J-Ro, or the dial-up internet. That was a whole thing we were waiting on then. I tell my kids that all the time. Like, you didn't have to wait through the whole and then waiting for all of that.
Oh, you know what else? Did you have party lines? So when you used your phone, you could pick up your phone and there's your neighbors talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes tell anyone I would listen.
Yes. Yes. DSL, we were the remote. That's right. We were the remote. We talk about that kind of stuff all the time on my Throwback Thursday show that we do every last Thursday of the month with Kevin Kiley, because I was born early 80s and Kevin was born mid 90s. And so I remember not having like a lot of stuff when I was little, but he was born into all of that when everything was already out. And so I just imagine it's such a different world for kids now being born into, and then we wonder why they're so distracted by everything.
Oh, absolutely. It makes sense, right? And everything's right here all the time. I mean, even looking up, like I do a word puzzle every morning on the New York Times, but I'll look up words, because you got your phone, you can instantly look up, oh, is that a word? Or if you're
Yeah.
playing Scrabble or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, so we were talking about that yesterday. I bought this little clay kit for my daughter so that they could make like it's the clay that you mold and then you dry it and then you have a little figurine or whatever. And my oldest daughter, opened the package and she's like, I wish this came with like a book of ideas. I'm like, why do you need that when you have Google? Like we didn't have like YouTube,
Right.
Google, the whole thing. Yeah. Before remember when we got cable in our house? Before that, we had like 3 channels. Yes.
Yep.
Good
I
morning,
recall that.
Billy. Yeah, it's a lot. So what, I know you're getting your water hooked up, and I'm sure you're grateful for that. What else are you grateful for this morning? What's bringing you joy this morning, Judith?
Well, I got to tell ya, I'm at the edge of a woods. So we got to see 2 deer this morning, and I love seeing the deer.
I love that.
Make me smile.
I love that. I love that. Hi, Miss Sherry. Good to see you over on YouTube. Yes, I love the deer. So we have our little bunny. A lot of you guys have seen our bunny Stuffles. That's my daughter's big fluffy lion head bunny. That's a member of our family. But we have had in recent weeks a brown bunny that's a wild bunny that is hanging out in our yard. And I don't know if she like senses that we're good to bunnies. Or what it is, but he just comes in, or maybe he's communicating somehow telepathically through the window with our other bunny. I don't know, but it's a cool thing to see him pop by. And my daughter's taken a few pictures. I'll have to share it on our social later because it's so adorable. But you can definitely tell it is a wild bunny. It wants to be left alone. It likes to just come hop and say hi and then leave. Whereas our bunny Stuffles is a diva eating her organic greens in her little house.
Definitely. Oh, yes. I think they are communicating.
They must be, because it wasn't there when we first got the house, and then we got the bunny, and now suddenly it's out there.
They're planning an escape. They're going to elope.
God, don't say that. So getting to see the wild, I love that. I would love to know, for all of you guys that are watching or listening, wherever you are, what are some of the wildlife that you have that's native to where you are? Is the bunny by chance a teenager? Well, our bunny, I guess, technically is in her early 20s, and we know about people in their early 20s. That's all. Stovetop says, Maritza says, we have the cutest jackrabbits here in Florida where I am early in the morning. That is really, I don't know what kind of rabbit this is that my daughter took a picture of outside. I just know it's brown. It has shorter ears, and it's not fluffy like ours is. Ours is a cotton ball with legs.
Oh, sweet.
That's what it looks like. So I'll have to bring her. I'll have to get my daughter up early one morning, and we'll bring the bunny on Project Joy. But she's mostly a free roam bunny. She does have a large pen. And when I say large, how many panels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10 panels worth that she hops around in, so she doesn't chew my cords while I'm live on air, because that would not be a joy. That would not be a joyful live, my friends. A rare funny jester, funny, a rare brown bunny. He packs. Oh, coyotes. That doesn't sound fun. That doesn't. Do you guys have coyotes there, Judith?
People say they spot them back home where I live in Lake Orion, which is, 30 miles north of Detroit. They say they see coyotes. I've never seen one.
Mm. Yeah, I've heard people. There was a time when we lived in Auburn area, Alabama. There was coyotes coming into people's yards, like in their subdivision, and they were talking about a coyote problem, and I was, I was out. I just stayed in my house after that.
There you
go. I know. I go from brave to scared really quick. But speaking of that, speaking of joy as well, my son showed me a TikTok of a video of there was a tiger exhibit and a goose got into the tiger exhibit and the goose scared the crap out of the tiger. The goose went running and the tiger was scared. And it just ran away. And my comment after that was, to have the gall of a goose. Like did the goose know that he should not be that he should be afraid of the tiger? Did he know that he was going to get eaten? I'm so confused. I want to know what the line of thought was in this goose.
That's right. We need to get some goose knowledge going here.
I know.
Speaking of every morning and almost every night, there's two geese that keep flying over our heads, making their cute little honking noise, honk, honk,
yeah.
honk.
It's cute. It's cute till it wakes you up in the morning.
Yes, it's your alarm.
Yeah, it's really funny when we get when the Canadian geese come down here, because my husband's from Canada, and so we'll say like, "Oh, look, your friends have come to visit."
There you go.
Jess has giant turtles that go through her backyard. That is fun.
Nice. We actually saw a turtle I've never seen before. It was a snapping turtle. I've never seen one till yesterday, and they really look different than your average Joe turtle.
Do they actually snap at you if they get too close?
That's what I've heard. They actually latch onto you. So I didn't get real close.
Oh, no, that would not be. You guys, so what we're saying right now is don't enjoy the animals from afar, because we don't want to come on Project Joy on Monday morning and have you have a story not so joyful about being eaten or bitten by some kind of animal. The goose knows it serves a higher purpose. It knew that it was going to have a viral TikTok. It knew that. The Canadian geese are mean, J-Ro says. Billy, I'm good this morning. I'm fantastic because I'm here with Judith. I'm here with all of you guys, and I love sharing about some joy, some joyful things. And animals absolutely are a source of joy, for sure. And I'm looking at our diva bunny over there doing her morning ritual. I'm telling you, I have to bring her on next week. Jester has Ninja Turtles in his house.
Wait, I love Ninja Turtles.
I know Brandon Croucher has Ninja Turtles in his house as well, and he could show them if he was on with us right now. He has an entire line of Ninja Turtles up there. Brian has deer, hogs, coyotes, rabbits, vultures, copperheads, and water moccasins. Oh, and squirrels, because you and I are squirrels, Brian. We are. We were squirrels in a past life, I think. I don't think that's how that works, but I don't know about the copperheads and the water. I don't know about all that. Jess's 7-pound dog caught a chicken the other. Oh my gosh. I see. I don't want to see any of that. This is part of why I'm plant-based too. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. And I don't want to, I have a heart. I get very nervous. Like anytime we've gone to a zoo or anything like that, I'm just so afraid like a goose is going to come in and antagonize something.
You never know.
I know. Well, Judith, I hope you are set up to have an amazing week. Do you have anything exciting happening for the week coming up?
I do. I'm getting a massage tomorrow. And Friday, I'm getting on Delta Airlines and flying to Lakeland, Florida to spend a week with my daughter.
Yay. Weren't you just there?
I was. I'm a bit nervous about, flying because it's been a long time, right? I used to fly, I don't know, every few months at least. So it's been, a year. And here's something I did though, self-care, right? I'm getting a massage tomorrow. And I always book, what's the cheapest? How can I save money? And you know what I did?
What did you do, Judith?
First class, baby.
Yes. I have never flown first class before. What do you get?
Well, you get to board the plane, priority seating. You get a bigger seat that's more comfortable. And, they're the people you always walk by when you're getting on the plane and they already have their drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll be one of those classy chicks sitting by the window.
Hey, Judith is living it up, ladies and gentlemen. We need to take a page out of Judith's books and just, sometimes you just have to give in. And you have to just give into yourself. There is so much joy to be found in taking that time for yourself. I was talking about that earlier on the show. And if you can fly first class, if you can get that extra, I was thinking about the massage too. Like how many times I've been like, what's the cheapest massage I can get? Like, from the place. But add a pedicure, people. Your feet need some love too.
There you go. Give those toes a tickle.
Yes, 100%. I bought a home, like a foot mask yesterday, which I didn't know was a thing, but you put these little booties on that have like stuff inside that make your feet all nice. And I did that for myself last night and it was lovely.
Nice. There you go. That's how to do it.
I did. Self-love is absolutely important. Absolutely. And sometimes that means, doing that little bit of extra, and it doesn't have to necessarily cost anything. Like what if when you went for a walk, you took 10 minutes to just breathe and meditate after that? Like just that extra step, that pedicure when you get a massage, that first class ticket instead of coach, and just treating yourself to something amazing. This is a journey and the true story of Delta Judy and her early drink adventures. Oh my gosh. Jess wants to get a pedicure, but she needs help. Oh, Jessica. I can't. Oh, I can't this morning. Y'all are out of control. You're out of control here today. Judith, it's been so nice catching up with you, my friend. Make sure you guys go to Amazon and check out Judith's book, which is called Remember His Name, a story about her husband and the loss and the grief that she experienced when he passed away, and also how she, is doing it and living life now and moving forward and all of that. And Judith was a guest on the Breakthrough Show a couple weeks ago. And so make sure you go check out the episode of that at thebreakthroughshow.com as well. Anything else that you want to leave our friends with here, Judith?
Take good care of yourself today and love those animals.
Yes, that's a good message for today. Judith, it's been so nice catching up with you again, my friend, and we will catch you next time.
Thank you. Nice talking.
Bye, Jude. What's up,
Bye-bye.
everyone? It's Jessica here, your host of the Project Joy podcast and, of course, The Breakthrough Show. I want to take a moment and thank all of our supporters here at the show. With your financial support, we are able to expand the show and reach more people with the hopes of inspiring our audience members to change their lives for the better and know they are supported during times of breakthrough. We welcome our one-time contributions to our show by sending a PayPal to business@thebreakthroughshow.com, or you can join us at patreon.com/thebreakthroughshow, where you'll be rewarded for your regular contribution with things like our exclusive community, Soul Connection Collective, merchandise discounts, fun shoutouts on the show, and more. On behalf of everyone here at The Breakthrough Show and its network, we thank you for your generous support. And now, back to the podcast. You guys, let me welcome to the show, Batman.
Hi, Jessica.
Batman, aka Care Bear, aka Batman.
Crazy.
Brandon Croucher, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to let you know I have to start my Mondays with a Project Joy as well in the Dugas family. It is always good.
Oh, my Lord.
My mother was walking around with me this morning. I cleaned yesterday, everything. And then my mom goes, I want to see what you cleaned. And I'm like, come with me. And I'm putting this on. And all my mom does is go, never mind. You're going to see Jessica. I can tell.
Well, we know that when Brandon wears a onesie or an outfit, he's usually coming on Project Joy.
I understand Friday. You guys are having a really good, you're doing something special.
Friday? What are we doing? Friday? Okay, Friday. Friday is the Breakthrough Show. Friday, I have Cootie Mack and Kawan Glover on the show. And I know that Friday the 28th is something that's a big deal too.
Yes, that one.
Friday the 28th is Brandon Croucher and Gavin Kerr.
I've heard of Brandon. That Gavin guy's very cute.
Yeah, Gavin's adorable.
That bear? That just sounds really inappropriate. That one is my favorite. Nice to meet you, Billy.
What were they calling you? Beepaw?
Yeah.
Beepaw?
Yeah.
The Dark Knight of Cafe Delight. Official cafe.
PK, I got your book the other day. I tagged you, and I got you and Jessica's within 7 minutes of each other. It was hilarious. Like, literally, there was a ring at the front doorbell. I go to answer the door. After I answer the door, I go down to get the mail, and the mail lady like stops, hands me stuff, and I'm like, "Oh, 2 presents for Brandon."
I mean, it was like Brandon's birthday, but not. And Cheryl is happy about that.
I have a cape too on this onesie.
I am excited to see. Oh my Lord! Oh, isn't that adorable?
So I just believe everybody should have a onesie, for one. But 2, find that superhero in you. Because the truth is, while you're looking for joy, you don't know how much of a superhero you are to someone.
That's right. That is right.
Go for a jog in this and you'll die. And I tried once. Needless to say, I had to watch that one.
I'm going to encourage you not to wear onesies on your Wednesday segments anymore, Brandon.
Why?
Because we all watched you practically die and come back to life on Wednesday.
Trust me, I know.
I know. Well, you guys, we are at the end of our show. Batman came in just to say hello, goodbye, see you later. And make sure you guys check out Java Delight coming up here in an hour.
Yep, 1 hour. I'm going to go
on
shower.
The YouTube.
Shave
on the
head.
YouTube. Yeah. Oh, because you need to do that.
I do. Look at this. Look how long the hair's gotten.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching or listening wherever you are in the world. I appreciate you. We're so glad to have you here. You all bring me joy each and every Monday. And I'm super excited about these shower epiphanies that I had coming to light towards the end of the year. So all I can tell you is keep watching because it's going to be good. Brandon, thanks for jumping on, Mr. Batman.
You're welcome.
All right, you guys, we'll see you here shortly on another episode of Project Joy next Monday. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I'll see you next time. Bye. You've been listening to the Project Joy podcast with your host, Jessica Dugas. We'll see you again next Monday and every Monday for another episode to start your week off right.